Some people call Spirit of the Beast the Ritual Beast box, but I call it the Yusenju box. And here's why. What? Oh, YouTube! Welcome back from the replays. I'm Circus. How's it going today? I got a deck that I'm really excited about. This is my Yusenju XYZ Spam Turbo deck, whatever you want to call it. It's a great PvE deck. Obviously, you're not going to be playing on the ladder with this. I mean, you could. Just don't expect a whole lot out of it. But Yusenjus are a archetype that came out in the Spirit of the Beast mini box. And back when it came out, I really had a lot of fun playing it. So when XYZs came out, I'm like, this is the perfect archetype to spam out some XZ. So let's take a look at the deck here, and we'll go over a little bit. Yusenjus are just great because when they're normal summon, they allow you to normal summon another Yusenju monster, and then that one allows you to summon another Yusenju monster. So they're great for getting these level 4 monsters onto the board, right? So let's go over them real quick. Comma 1 is actually out of another box. It's out of the Masters of Shadow box, which is the ninja support box. There's not much in this box. There's Melodious, which is not that great of a deck. So I would not recommend going after the Comma 1 unless you just really have to have it. You can just play without it if you really want to. But it does have a cool effect. You know, when it's summoned, it can summon another monster, another Yusenju. But it can also, if you have another Yusenju on the board, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So that comes in really handy in the duels. Comma 2, same thing. It can normal summon another monster, and then it can attack directly, but its attack is halved, which is okay. And then Comma 3 is great because it can summon another monster. And then if one of your Yusenju monster does battle damage, you can draw a Yusenju card from your deck to your hand. So that's awesome. Now, the Sujik is pretty cool because it can boost the attack of another Yusenju monster by 1,000 points. Now this one cannot summon another Yusenju monster, so usually that's the end of your summoning chain, right? You would go like 2, 3, and then Sujik, right? Now there is another one called the Izna. I'll pull that one up here. Izna is pretty cool because she allows you to draw a card, but she also has a secondary effect. Another effect where you can discard the card this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when Yusenju monster is normal or special summoned. Now, unfortunately, the computer likes to play that effect. It discards it even when it's not necessary. Like your opponent can have just like a monster on the board. It will use that other effect and then start summoning monsters. So it tends to misplay with this card more than play right. So I put the Sujik in, which is nice because it just boosts the attack, and just the computer knows how to play Helmet really well, right? Okay, and of course, this wouldn't be a Circus deck if we didn't have a Floodgate Trap Hole and Wall of D in here. I use these because the computer misplays with them the least. It won't activate them typically at the same time because you'll see, like, in the battle phase, your opponent declares an attack, it flips up Wall of D, and then chains Canadia to it. You know, you're not going to see something like that. So that's why I use these, because it has to use them independently in different phases of the turn and stuff. And then Defense Draw is great. This is in an older box too. There's some stuff in this box that you might want to go after, but I wouldn't recommend it. This is just a card I'm using because during your opponent's turn at damage calculation, make the battle damage you take from this battle 0, and if you do, draw a card. So it's just a way to draw a card. I wouldn't go after it, but if you have it, use it. If not, you can use like Countergate just as easily, but that one, it has to be a direct attack. So I mean, there's little caveats. It's not a big deal if you don't have it, so don't worry about that one. So what else we got? So the whole point of the Yusenju deck is to spam out XYZs, right? And for that, we're using Utopia, which you can detach a material, and then you can negate an attack, which is pretty good. Deltaros is nice because you can detach a material and destroy a card on the field. But this one takes 3 level 4 monsters, but that's okay with this deck because we can do that pretty easily. And then the Gaga Samurai is pretty cool because you can detach a material and it can attack twice. Now it's only 1900 attack, so that's not great right away, right? But we're going to be playing Field of the Warriors, and what that does is allow us to have Sogen on the field. And Sogen, as it reads, increase the attack and defense of all Beast Warrior and Warrior type monsters by 200 points. And guess what? All of our monsters fall into those 2 categories. These are Beast Warriors, and then these are Warriors. So there you go. Everything gets boosted by Sogen, which is great. Now you can play it without the skill. That's fine. I did that actually, leveling up my Tori Meadows character. I just use this deck. It does just fine. The computer will just summon Gaga Samurai less. That's all. Because Gaga Samurai with 2100 attack, you detach a material. It can go for a game really, really quick and really easy. So, yeah, let's check the deck out. I'll play one quick for you. You'll see how quick the deck can win. This deck, obviously, like most decks, is very susceptible to Order to Charge. I hate that card at this point. I've been playing a lot of duels lately because of the 1.5 experience campaign that's been going on. So I've been auto-dueling like crazy, and I've been seeing Order to Charge wreck this deck. Well, it doesn't wreck it, it just slows it down. So we'll see here. So this is a good opening hand. Now the computer will always set a monster, which drives me crazy, because we'll just wait and we'll just do this, and we'll have a turn 2 XZ's monster. We'll just floodgate this, not have to worry about it. Yeah. Oh no, not frontline base, but this is actually going to help us. We can just take 2400. The computer's just getting in there. All right, that's okay. See, because we can just do this. Yes. Bring out this one. Yes. And then actually we can kind of go for style points here. We'll bring out the Deltaros. Why not, right? We'll bring that one out. Look at this. Nice and easy peasy. Bam, there's the Deltaros. Detach a card. Oh, we'll get rid of this one. Why not? Oh, we'll destroy that one. See ya. And we're in there. So as you can see, it's really great at getting any of these out. You can play the Tin Archduke if you really wanted to. It just doesn't have a great effect. I mean, but if you want to, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not the best. And we can put this one in here, and we'll show you the effect. See, he can use his effect without another Yusenju on the board. So bam, look at that. We'll give him the kill shot. Look at that little guy. Turns into 2200. Bam. So yeah, the deck works really great. I'm really happy with how well it works. You'll see in the replays coming up that the computer plays it well. It doesn't really misplay a whole lot, and I got a lot of wins with this. Like I said, I've been dueling a lot. We can take a look at my duel orbs here quick. I had like 1040 when I started, and now I'm down to 725. So I've played a lot of duels lately. You can see I'm at 604 laps. So I've been it lost maybe 6 times during the whole thing, but I can show you my replay section here so you can see when I was recording for this video. I mean, these are all pretty close together, so I mean, again, you don't have to believe me that it's a 10 out of a 10 deck, but why would I lie about Yusenjus? So yeah, it's a fun deck. Check it out if you have the stuff. I wouldn't go out of my way to build it, but you know, if you really just have to have it, it's not that bad of an investment, because this box, the Yusenju box, is also the Ritual Beast box, and Ritual Beasts right now are super hot. They're doing really well in tournaments, and they're not a bad investment. So if you want this deck and you want it that bad, go ahead and get Yusenjus, and you'll get Ritual Beasts. So not a bad trade-off there. So if you like what you see, make sure you get in our Discord, because that's where we host all our tournaments, and we got a great new player channel in there where you can get help if you're just starting out. All right, so I'm Circus. I'm gonna get out of here, check out these replays.